Ada bagay, picking up good. Yeah. Kaino ka iya mele. Manuela boy. This song, I know you guys matter with this song cause he came famous from Pops Diaby Pahinu. But this is the updated version. In the Wamua, Manuela boy. Alapaka. The brothers and sisters used to pass. Manuela, how you doing? You know, they give him beer, poo-poos. Anyhow, this Manuela boy is a new Manuela boy. Back in them calm Democrats to pass. Kilo Emaka Upala like yesterday's trash. Window dressings change, Aliho Wiki Ka. What ain't changed? The occupation still apology. Getting brittle cause we're cracking at the seams, pulling the Itaua. Elusive is the dream. We in the syndrome and we don't even know. We're smiling and waving at the luau show. Traumatic loss, no look, no see, kill our mayor, he convict them. Post-traumatic PTSD. Well, how you doing, homie? Kanaka brother, me said he ain't the same since 1893. His soul is black and blue and his money stinky by the people all around him every time he drink, my boy. Manny, my boy, Manuela boy. And Papa told him, son, best go on, get educated. He took the test, Bernie's boy, he best you best stated. Results return in a little while. You never make the cut, the blala never fit the profile. Popa, kiki, chillin', how to reach. Cream of the crop, children cheaper to teach. It must be true that the world is a stage. Full bound for Sodom, 4,000 minimum wage. Cheap paid job, brother. Been poorly educated, home loan denied. And federal regulated. He tried to system homes, he couldn't get the pool dollars, so the government followed. They wouldn't let him back on. I ain't a god, he wait so long. Look, I ain't a whole pool.
My name is Roberta Wong Murray, and I am with PBS Hawaii. And PBS Hawaii owns this property, which rentals aluminum recycling leases from us. Okay. And this morning, PBS Hawaii asked the people that were that had their tents on our property to remove them because we are getting ready to put up a fence. And the reason why we're doing that is because we want to sell our property. And the reason why we want to sell our property is because PBS Hawaii bought this property back in 2003 with the intention that we were going to move our television station, our public television station on this site. But as the years went by, we found that this site is really too small for our purposes because we are Hawaii's only public television station, and our job and our mission is to create a community where island-wide, where communities from all over the state can have an area for them to talk about island culture and programs. And we are finding now that more of our programs are transpiring digitally, meaning online, and so our facility really needs to be much more conducive to having like a digital network. We have Hiki No, you may be familiar with our statewide student news network. So anyway, for all of those programs, we need to sell this property.
Hi. Apparently, I know you right now, you're getting moved out again. I'm quite sure you've been...
I was ready for this. They basically, for the past 6 months, we knew Apex was coming. Basically, we're $180 million, as my brother has informed me, is basically what they have done to beautify their visit here.
And push you guys off to the...
beautify their visit here, where we're just wrong place, wrong time. It makes a difference where we're at. Because basically, mental defect or chemical dependency brought most of us to these things to the point where there's not much help for me. I was going to school, I was trying to make something, go back, found college, everything. But now that I've actually, I end up going back, being reunited with my loving family. and people I haven't seen in 15 years. So the past 2 years, I've got God saw fit to bring everybody into my life to get closure in a lot of different ways, by giving me a lot of things to the point where peace of mind can be a high price to pay. Basically, I'm out here for the right reasons, just wrong timing. I had, on count, 5 nervous breakdowns in the past 2.5 years because I lost respect for my family. So I can live with them and lose my mind, or stay out here looking stupid in other people's eyes, trying to balance myself so I can go back to school at least. But basically, I have no foundation. And everybody's so cutthroat, where even your own family members are to each his own. And it's sad what has become of my island, because this place used to be, you could do what I'm doing before and comfortably without being a nuisance. And now, I mean, these guys, some of these guys are very cutthroat. I let a Mahu stay with me with the heart, because she was hungry and tired, and she stole $140 worth of food stamps from me because I was easy. And that just, I'm certified nut, but I'm a nice, caring person. And for these people to be doing that to me and knowing that I would go off on them does not put nothing in them. And basically, it's 9/10 possession around here. It might not be yours, but if it's in their possession, it doesn't matter. And that's what has come of the street parts. It's just getting worse and worse. Where people that I normally don't hang around with because of my lifestyle are coming closer and closer. Well, that just shows me how closer they are getting because of their outlooks. And HPD is doing their best, trying to work with us to some extent. But other extents, a couple nights ago, they ran into a tent saying there's 2 rogue officers MIA just to get into the tent. That's my assumption of it. Because, right, 2 officers MIA. That's like, but I understand the concept because of they brought the probable cause on them. I did not bring probable cause upon me other than wrong place, wrong time. To the point where I just talked to the guy from IHS, where I've always heard horror stories. I actually went there once. It's not as bad as it seems, but for somebody who's not used to enclosure,
and having rules forced upon them that they have to
I'm not comfortable by. And I'm trying to work with them, and for me it's half mental too. I have high self-esteem but low self-worth. And me being Hawaiian and me being the poster child for these cameras for the past 2 weeks. It lets my family know I'm alive and that they don't appreciate what I'm doing, but at least, like I said, that peace of mind can be a high price to pay. Where I stayed around because the battered abuse and all that violence that hangs around with the young couples. The young couple right next to me, the boy's mental defects, I think. From my past experience, I believe it's mental defects. The girl's getting verbally and physically abused. I cannot do much other than try to help cushion and deflect some of the stuff that's coming off of her in a nice way. But I stayed around as long as I did to help the girl. But like I said, I have the biggest heart, but I just backed up against the wall. And the reason why I'm doing all of these things is I don't want to be here 1 year from now. Like my brother brought to my attention, people are comfortable like this. I'm not. I'm used to surviving. That's the reason why I can do it so well. There's some of us that I clean up my area. I try not to make these guys have an excuse to come see me. I don't even have a shopping cart because I don't want probable cause, what old school taught me. Where I'm gonna go. Waianae? I talk like I'm from Waianae, no offense, but I don't do well. Everywhere you go, people are already apprehensive, and you gotta go in gracefully. If not, you gotta do the beef or know somebody to get you in. I have friends, but I'm not gonna go up to them looking like this. That's where that love so far comes into play. Not even out. I mean, there's no place for me to go. My brother's ashamed, but he loves me for who I am. My mom is too a nice waitress for 40 years. Doesn't know how to deal with anything, life herself, to a point where I cannot be a part of. And there's nothing else.
Do you have any place to go that you can kuka and help you with these problems right now?
Like I said, my goodness fucking got me ripped off my $140 food stamps for the past 3 weeks. I've been depending on these guys to feed me. Because I don't, they rip off your purses, your IDs, they don't care. They've gotten so cutthroat where if you're sleeping, they'll roll you. Even if you're not in here, they'll go through your shit saying, causing arguments, since you're not there to defend your shit, they'll take it. And I mean, all they have to do is ask. They can have it. For the shit it's just real sad. It's the same thing with the generation that's coming up. I call them the control-alt-delete generation. Basically, they want the most amount of fun with the least amount of work at your cost. And it's sad to see what it has, because I have siblings and my children are that age. They have lost a lot of common sense and decency. And it's put me to a point where I hope that these youngins actually learn and respect the elders enough to a point where they talk to them when they're alive rather than they're buried. Where I can go on and on and on, whichever realm you want, in depth, impersonal. And I have no shame in my game, because I gotta be loud and proud whatever I do, because I do it on an open book anyway.
The storm. Papa works in the taro patch, mama do the things only mothers know. A tutu kinda get salty with merely receiving about taxes. Somebody's uncle said he owed. Well, some folks are bound to always do good, or the Kanaka squeak by and knock on wood. Contrary folks never appreciate the sweetness of the water till it's too damn late. My boy, man, and my boy, Manuela boy. Do you think and do trouble we'd be going through? Hijack the kingdom in a sneak attack. Jesus Christ ain't coming back. Standing on the hill is bones. A Tutupele is a living stone. Fell down from the stars in the dark. Now we're living in the public park. I got these questions, I need answers to understand. If all them Kanakas is sleeping on the beaches, who stay on Kanaka land? Kawama, Hawaii, Kapaka, Ala Manuela was the only one. And he now came my hair. All these houseless Kanakas is coming from. 2 by 2 is 4, 4 is 8, 8 is 16. Growing by in the numbers, so are we. Till out the pyramid over broken dreams, our sorrow keep the score. And that same daily life that we live, I can't do it no more. Break down the door, break down the door. Manua is the blala, him and try his best. It's 2 times the 90 elite assassins. The one that his conspiracy he heard about turned to the north when he turned to the south. Everywhere he turned, everywhere he looked, where he could come a hell, damage from the crook. Great White Father said endeavor to persevere. He dropped off the drugs, the liquor, the Bible, the beer. High in the Maya's EOP he turns. Some gon' get away, some gon' get what they earn. The weakest sling surely make the chain. Manuela Axelomila, shine that light again. Well, yeah. For more puna to come than a kupuna must sleep. Come a hina, make it a aina, make it a motion of the seas. Change is something can nothing escape. To remain inflexible probably keep your ass bent out of shape. Kanaka weather ain't cold and hot. Manuela packed it up for the public parks. The water cold but get electricity. Finally, welcome home to the land of the free. Well, Manny, my boy, my dear boy, you ain't got a lick of shame. You ain't got a nickel and you ain't got a dime. You are the embarrassed of the public park in which you reside, my boy. Manny, my boy. That's a him. Anyway.